Guys, this is the Wurkkos TD11, a flat style tactical flashlight that tends to be a lot of things at once. It's got serious output, a screen, a proximity sensor, multiple operating modes and more controls than some cameras that I own. The question is whether all of that actually makes sense or is it just more complicated than it needs to be? Want to find out more? Then stick around, I'll be back in just a few seconds. What's up YouTube? Dave here with Scenes Through a Lens, and thanks for stopping by the channel. We make lifestyle videos and all things tech, so if that's your kind of thing, then please consider subscribing to the channel and clicking on the bell icon so you could be notified of new videos. Now guys, before we get into it, Wurkkos did send this over to me to take a look at and to give my honest opinion. And you know guys, whatever I review, you're always going to get my honest opinion, good, bad or indifferent. So let's get this out of the box and see what we have. So guys, open up the box and you've got the light itself. You've got a USB-C charging cable and all the usual paperwork. Nothing fancy here, but you know what? Getting this out of the box and straight away, it feels solid in the hand. It's flat rather than round, which makes it sit nicely in a pocket. And you've also got this pocket clip along with a slightly aggressive bezel up front. I mean, it's very, very clear that this is designed with tactical use in mind. And guys, at the business end, the TD11 uses two SFT-R LEDs, well I think they're SFT25R LEDs, paired with smooth reflectors, and the result is a beam with good throw, a bright usable hotspot, and it's capable of boosting up to around 3,000 lumens. I mean, 3,000 lumens, that's crazy bright. Even, well, it's crazy bright out of something this size, even when the battery isn't full, thanks to a boost driver. And that also means you get a flatter, more stable output rather than an immediate drop off. Now guys, sustained output is around 700 lumens, which is genuinely impressive for a light this size. And I measured roughly 375 meters of throw at the startup on turbo. And one feature I really like is the proximity sensors. Now, on higher output levels, if you bring the light too close to something, it automatically reduces the brightness so that you don't scorch whatever's in front of you, or yourself for that matter. It's subtle, but it's clearly a bit of sense around safety. Now guys, what about that screen? Well, yes, there's an OLED display on the side that shows real-time brightness. It shows remaining runtime, battery percentage, and mode information. This is where the TD11 really stands out because you know what? You can actually see the runtime changing live as you ramp the brightness up and down. I mean, I've not seen many lights do this properly, and you know what? It's genuinely useful rather than just being there for show. Other thing to note is charging is via USB-C, which is nice, and not other kind of connectors, because there's a lot of torches, flashlights at this kind of size that use bespoke charging, which I'm not really a fan of, but USB-C winner. And there's also this diffused side light built in, and that side light can run white light or RGB depending on the mode, which gives you a bit of versatility beyond just a forward-facing beam. Now, control-wise, things get a bit more interesting. You've got two rear switches with a dual-stage main switch. You've got a half press on that and a full press, and you've got a stiff slider switch on the side. And you know what? The stiffness is actually a good thing because it's unlikely to move accidentally in a pocket. In tactical mode, the light is momentary only. half press gives you momentary low, full press gives you momentary turbo, no constant on here, which makes sense to some users and may annoy others, but slide the switch to the middle and you get lockout. Nothing happens unless you deliberately use the secondary controls. Now slide it all the way to the other side and you are in more of an EDC style mode. Now you get constant on operation, smooth ramping, memorized brightness levels, turbo on double press, strobe on triple press, and access to the side light. Both the main beam and the side light behave in very similar ways in this mode, which, you know what, is kind of logical, but switching between tactical and EDC changes how the buttons behave quite dramatically. And guys, this is where my main issue with the TD11 comes in. Individually, all the modes make sense. Collectively, they can be a bit confusing. In tactical mode, one switch does one thing, and in lockout, the same switch does nothing. In EDC mode, it suddenly does something else entirely. Now, if you're someone who regularly switches modes, maybe it might trip you up, especially if muscle memory is important to you. The side light is also a bit of a mixed bag. It's fine for utility use, and the RGB modes are there if you want them. But personally, on a light that's marketed as tactical, I don't really find myself reaching for a side light very often. That said, if you want one light that can do tactical, EDC and utility, then it does give you that flexibility. And guys, the build quality is so good on this. The switches feel positive, the body feels solid, and the anodizing is decent. And also, where things get a little bit more debatable is the price, because at around, well, to be fair, I've seen this between 60 and 80 or 90 pounds. And that's a lot for a torch. I mean, that starts to push into other territory from other more known brands. But guys, this is solid. It's a solid piece of kit. If you want something to, you know, that's going to win on value and features, right, then this is a pretty good deal. So guys, there you have it. The Wurkkos TD11 is powerful, feature-packed, and genuinely impressive in terms of output and runtime information. The OLED screen is pretty handy for, you know, showing you performance and all of that kind of stuff, and battery level and stuff like that. So no surprises there. But, you know, I think if you're going to have to learn all the controls if you want to use it to its full capability. I mean, for me, I'm not that much of a power user, but it's handy having it all there. If you want something simple and instinctive, this might feel a bit busy, but you know what? If you don't mind spending the time getting familiar with the controls, there's a lot to like here. Whether it's worth the asking price is really up to you, but you know what? I like it. And guys, at the time of the video going live, you can pick it up for £60, and that's the cheapest that I've seen it. I'll leave the links and any other discount links I can find in the description. If you have any questions or comments, then please leave them below. And if you like the video, then please give it a thumbs up. It really does make a difference. And if you'd like to see more of my content, then please subscribe and click on the bell icon so you could be notified of new videos. Thanks to you guys for watching, and thanks to Wurkkos for sending me this cool flashlight or torch, whatever you want to call it. I'm Dave with Seen Through a Lens, and I will see you the next time. Bye for now.